Bart always, I should guess.
I said like 3 times.
Zoom in.
Zooming in.
Zoom in.
Zooming in. It's like we're in Maine.
Yeah, because there'll be people coming in here. We want to see them.
Right, but you got
actually the event has not started yet.
Right. However, I went and talked to Iron Root, and they said, "You guys," I said, "we need to sample something. We're going to be the first show to go live. What do you want us to sample?" They said their 5th anniversary bottle, and their 5th anniversary event is November 2nd. That's a Saturday. So mark that down if you're able to make it. And that's what this is. This is their 5th anniversary release called Ichor, Iron Root Ichor.
And I cannot zoom in. The
You cannot zoom in. We're good.
Not here.
We're good.
It's here, but it's not letting me.
The other thing we were told was only 2 samples out of this. Don't be sharing this around. I said, deal. That's what we'll do. Hold on. Oh, look at that. He's right up on you. Look at that. Oh, that's perfect. That's good. That's perfect. That's called manual zoom. And you can see this even better. Look at these comments coming in. Hey, guys.
Bastard's Ball is not even kicked off yet. We're a few minutes out. I said all the YouTubers are gathering around us here. We are in the YouTubers' courtyard.
Right.
We've got 2 tables set up where different YouTube channels will be at throughout the afternoon for anybody that's here.
We need a name for it. It should be like the Tubers Tub, the Tubers Corner, the Tubers Collective. What? What are you reading? Low Tech Zoom. Yeah, you got that right.
That's old school.
That's right. He's like, oh my God.
Hey,
it's been unseasonably cool.
Who's here? Come on.
It's been unseasonably cool.
Get some people in here. Jason, here's Mash and Drum.
Look at that.
We got Vito, Cask Strings around back here.
Sneaking in. Look at Vito. He's quick. He's quick.
I'm tiny, so I can just.
He's tiny. He moves around. He's like a little shark sliding through the ocean.
How we doing, guys?
Do we have the list of the distilleries that are here? I know Balcones is here, Iron Root, Andalusia, Oak and Eden,
TH, they're here.
Banner's here.
Banner.
Yep.
Good.
So
wow. Ooh,
we've got a walking program.
Oh, there you go. Put it out. Well, you said Andalusia.
Come around. Come around here.
Yeah. We'll put John. Hold on.
There
we go.
There you go. There you go.
We're going to have to read it.
Andalusia, Balcones, Banner Distilling, Crowded Barrel,
That's
Iron
how we
Root,
do it.
Lone Elm, Milam and Green, Oak and Eden, Ranger Creek,
Ranger Creek, yeah. I like that. Anger Creek. That's their spinoff for next year. That's their next year release.
Real spirit.
They're like great.
Rio Brazos, Spirit of Texas, Steel of Austin, Texas.
Yep.
Tawakaro.
That's the hard one.
Right.
I call it Tomahawk.
And Treaty Oak.
Right.
So.
Am I good?
Yep, you betcha.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sarah. That's Sarah from the Whiskey Crusaders.
Now, we've already mentioned November 2nd, but pop on in since we're having people pop on in.
Josh Galladay and Gretchen are here. They work for Iron Root Republic now.
Hey. So Josh is the one that said we could have as many drams as we wanted out of this.
Only these 2, though.
Right. He was the one that said you can borrow that, but only 2 drams.
Well, Josh also with Cask Strength YouTube channel, and Brad and Vito over here as well.
Not anymore.
Oh,
what?
He's out. He's out.
I got fired.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
You got fired.
He's with the Root. No. Yeah.
No, we started
a
Texas-centric channel.
Oh, did you?
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh. Is that the Texas Whiskey Life?
You got it.
All right.
Yeah.
I had to ask somebody. I was like, "Who is this Texas Whiskey Life?"
We didn't know. We didn't know there was a schism.
How you guys enjoying the Ichor?
Oh yeah.
I told Jonathan last night it's such a nice balance. I mean, everything is blended together here so nicely.
Yep, they married some of it in virgin French oak casks. Really got it together. So
it's so sweet, so caramel, so much just good, rich bourbon notes, and just it hits you up front as the Iron Root, but then it just doesn't have quite that cask strength bite that
And we're loose to the Icarus fruity. With that 100% corn just comes in and grabs you and shakes you around a little bit. This shows that 5 years it's been there. It's more rounded.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's beautiful. Not to mention
How's the sound, everybody? Are we okay on
Let
sound?
us know on the sound. They let us know a cool thing too, because when I first saw this bottle, I thought, "What is that black wax around this whole bottle?" And they knew a guy that paints Corvettes, and he was a friend of the distillery, and he came in and painted all the bottles, and it's this real nice dark look, and it's just an awesome. It just really stands out.
It's perfect for Halloween too.
Oh yeah. So as far as the collection, that was the other thing too. Jonathan left this at our table when we were doing the tasting. Little did we know he'd done some kind of lineup with the cork, and we snuck one at that table. He's like, "You guys pre-sampled." We're like, "What?" We would never do that.
No, of course not.
There was no evidence.
Right. So we've been
us.
busted with that bottle once already. So what do we
let's just
got?
point out though, real quick, Bourbon Blind is here.
Yeah.
We talked about the Whiskey Crusaders. Will, Sarah, and Matt are here. Jason,
Troy,
the Mash and
Hello
Drum.
from Iowa.
We've got I Whiskey She Wines is here. The Bourbon Junkies, Eric Waite, the
Luna's
Whiskey
in.
Dick.
Hello, Luna.
Bourbon Junkies, we said. Bourbon Insane.
Bourbon
Blind,
Blind.
we said. And we did not
Cash
mention,
Fang.
though, we need Lance and Christina. The Cult of
Oh.
Ardbeg
Oh, the
is
Cult.
here. Yes.
Also board gamers.
Actually, is Lance taking Josh's place then with Cask Strength?
He's a
Or
moderator.
is he
for
in
sure.
there?
He's a mod, yeah.
Because he makes appearances.
He
Yeah.
does show up now.
Yeah.
Pull Brad over.
Random appearances.
Bring Brad over here. Oh, he let me. First of all, he was the savior of try this. I'm not going to tell you what it is yet from the vault. And I was like, ooh, it's definitely Isla, but it's so soft and the peat's there, but it's smooth. Little did I know it was a 33-year-old Ardbeg. And it was the dregs of the finish of the bottle. And thankfully, he'd sought me out saying, I think Bart, if you again, thank you. Then he let me take a second sip once I knew what it was. I was like, ooh, can I have one more? He's like, yeah. I'm like, ooh, that was good. What are you looking forward to here? I know you're here a lot.
Just the people, mostly.
Yeah.
I mean, the whiskey helps.
Big time.
Yeah.
So
People are asking how it's going. It hasn't started yet. It starts at 2:00.
we've
We're
got
actually-
yeah,
Yeah.
it's going to go wild. That's why we figured let's go grab something from Iron Root before everything kicks. And they had a small little bottle that reminded me of the German beers that locked down, this little tiny bottle with, I think there Icarus in it too. Because they said we may have you a promo of that later because it's some new bottle style thing they're looking at. But then they were like, take this. Oh, look, they're going. So all the tubers are going to jump in early so they can sample the whiskey before the crowds get here. Or it's the rain.
Maybe.
I think that might.
It could be both.
It's got to be the whiskey.
It could, yeah. I mean, the whiskey.
I think people are filtering in now. So
That's
Probably
it.
a good
yeah, it
idea.
is sprinkling.
Yeah, it is. We got a little sprinkle. Okay, cool.
Oh, wait a minute. And we need the Whiskey Cowboy over
Oh,
here. He's
get the
laughing about
cowboy
his
in.
name, you bet.
There you go.
Thanks, Brad.
This
Yeah.
is the Whiskey Cowboy.
This was another Ardbeg experience yesterday too. So yeah, I'm in there, and of course, some people know about the Ardbeg love, and they're like, "You got to find the cowboy with the hat," because he's got a backpack, and inside the backpack, he's got a 23-year-old Ardbeg, and that was good too.
No, wait, it's actually a sweet tea, right?
What is
Yeah,
That's an handle.
yeah, that's the
Sweet
handle.
tea.
Sweet
it?
tea.
Sweet tea.
But it's
I
Tim.
like it.
Is it Tim?
Tim.
Right?
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Are you from Tennessee? No,
Originally from North Carolina.
North Carolina. Sorry.
Yeah.
Woo.
Moonshiner territory.
Oh, all right.
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
That's right.
Nothing wrong with that.
Cool.
Oh man.
Now, what are your thoughts here? What are you thinking? Were you
Oh,
here
man.
last year?
I was not here last year. Literally, I didn't know anything about whiskey or this environment till about 6 months ago. And I met everybody at Texas Whiskey Festival, and it's been a deep dive for 6 months into the world of whiskey, and I'm loving every minute of it.
Love it. See,
Wow.
look at that. Look at that.
I did not know that's quick
I like the
turnaround.
deep
right?
dive.
6
Yeah.
months.
Yep.
You got roped.
Yep.
Got roped in.
When people like Robert Licorice and Patrick Cohn and Carl Aubrey are the first three people you sit down with at a table and start talking whiskey, you kind
That'll
of get
do it.
drawn in
Yep.
quick.
Yep. That'll do it.
So in the 6 months though, what would you consider as your genre of whiskey? I mean, rye whiskey, bourbon, scotch.
So I'm probably going to be, not to just make him happy, I'm going to reach for the Ardbeg probably
Really?
if it's in my thing, probably 7 out of 10 times.
Get you.
But if it's not an Ardbeg, I'm going with my Texas whiskey.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Texas whiskey's come in as a strong, like, regional genre.
Oh, absolutely.
And I'm
Absolutely.
loving what's happening in the States where you're clearly getting these defined regions that have their expressions, and love it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I love the fact they're only in competition with each other because they're trying to see who can make the best, but they're pushing the brand of Texas whiskey, not just themselves. That's what I love the best about the
Texans are good about that.
Yeah. I think it's more, I mean, they're competitors, but they're also friends. They get to know each other. And I mean, you get, they're going out to
Right.
eat, they're hanging out.
Give each other a noogie.
Yeah. I mean, they're probably, they probably share some trade secrets as well.
Oh, yeah,
Probably not everything.
absolutely.
Probably not everything, but, I'm sure
Definitely
they talk
not
shop.
everything.
And
Yeah.
just like YouTubers, so we're all here hanging out. We're not in competition with each other.
Yeah.
It's a friendship. You get to know everybody.
Right.
And you just want to
Yeah.
spend
Show
time.
the time.
Absolutely.
Hang out.
Absolutely.
Very cool.
All
Well,
right,
we do
Jim.
have a
All
sprinkling
Thanks,
coming in.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
Not a problem.
you.
Absolutely.
Love it.
My pleasure.
Awesome.
That's a
Thank
whiskey.
you.
That's a whiskey cowboy, everybody.
That's it. Like it. Give a little tip of his hat. Boom.
Eric,
Cool. Who are you bringing down here? Yeah. Eric's sporting this beautiful beard.
We will be,
Some of you know.
we're going to be live on Eric's channel at 4:45.
Absolutely.
Eric
What's
is
recording?
during our fundraiser for Detective Matt Young. Eric was a high bidder on a bottle that was donated from Scotland of Ardbeg Very Young.
Yep.
One of the committee releases. I think that was a committee release.
What they did know, I would have gone $200 higher, but I didn't say that.
But anyway, Eric brought that bottle with him, and we're going to
Yep.
crack that bottle open and take a look at it. And that's at 4:45
Yep.
Central Time.
45, we'll do an uncorking, and then I can share it with everybody else here.
Beautiful.
And they're really cool.
I'm digging the beard, by the way.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you. I'm not. I hate it. It's
You don't like
it's all
it?
itchy and scratchy. And
Really?
it seems
That
to
don't
be all
move away.
People
That-
used to talk about my beautiful bald head. Now they talk about beard all the time.
Yeah. Well, the beard's got it. How long you had the beard, though?
I
3 months?
started growing right after Christmas. After
Okay.
Christmas. After I got back from Scotland.
Got it.
After I got back from Scotland.
I think it's great. So
You want a little sip of iron root?
yes, that's
I
an
know.
Iron Root 5.
That's their
Oh,
fifth.
yes.
Yeah, their fifth.
Nah.
Yeah.
Jeez. Actually,
What do you got? You got a little secret thing or something?
no, I thought I had a glass in my hand.
Oh.
Okay, sorry.
You can
Oh.
sip off there. He's
Oh, yeah.
got a little cold sore coming on.
That's on its way out.
Right. That was almost gone.
Lido Cortez 15 enjoying
Eric
the
the
stream.
Beard. I like it. Eric the
Wow.
Beard. Wait. Still
First
Eric-
one of the day, Icor.
I wasn't in the middle of reading somebody's comment. there,
Sorry.
Bart.
Sorry. It was so passive. I didn't know if you were reading or just daydreaming. Eric, what are you doing? Start again.
Lido Cortez 15 enjoying the stream from Turkey with the amazing Octomore 7.3 in my hand.
Well read, Scott.
That is powerful.
That's good.
Wow. It's
Oh,
not-
Daniel's in. Oh, welcome to the Beard Club, Eric.
Yeah.
Big thumbs up.
I've been accused of being a hipster.
Ah,
Even in my ute, I couldn't have fit in skinny jeans. So
Gotcha. I'm with you there.
I think
I'm with you there.
Actually, when you walked into the motel yesterday, I looked and I thought, well, there's her.
I was
Is that Eric?
no, I was like, who's that?
I had to, I was
Who's
like,
that
I
guy
think
coming
it
in?
is.
Had the driving cap on, the beard. I was like, who's this? He's got to be. Oh, I
Yeah,
know
but
who
then
that
he
is.
smiled or laughed.
Yeah,
or
well, he
talked.
said
No,
something.
that's Eric.
Had a sniper comment.
So have you given them a weather report already? How different it is this time?
Not
haven't.
on here, no.
Yeah,
Nah.
it's much
Really,
different.
really
Yeah.
nice. A little bit of Scotland weather here today.
Right.
It's really, really nice. Perfect whiskey drinking weather.
It was like 105, but it felt like 125 last
Right.
time.
And now it's
Blistering.
probably around 50 degrees.
Well,
Yeah,
it was
with the
61 and it's
sprinkle.
cooled off to 57. That
Yeah,
dropped
just
a
a
little
slight,
bit.
with a slight drizzle. It's like,
A
it's like
slight-
Costco.
That's right.
That's
Yeah,
really
we were
nice
hoping it hit 71.
I'm actually
Supposed
more
to
in
be
the mood
high.
for whiskeys and bourbons and everything. You know, Scotch whiskeys and
Mhm.
bourbons when it cools off. It
Yeah.
actually puts more in the mood for
Yeah,
drinking
right.
on it.
Especially
Hard
cask strength.
Yeah,
stuff, barrel
absolutely.
strength stuff.
Right,
Warms
right.
you.
Wow.
Troy Force says, Icor tasting notes, please. No, we can't. We're under a veil of secrecy. We can't say anything. You'll have to
We
wait.
said a little bit.
And unfortunately,
No, we're not.
this is probably
It's,
going to be a distillery only. You're going to have to pick it up from there, and it'll be very, very, very limited.
I
Yeah.
want to say there's only going to be 300 and some bottles, I
Right.
believe.
But it's
But-
a more well-rounded, softed entry.
Yeah.
Doesn't slap you in the face like Icarus, which is, I mean, Icarus is phenomenal.
So
Well-
did you talk about last night's dinner?
Not yet. No.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, with Kilco, I mean, last year I was right here in my apartment, so I have no idea how y'all didn't melt. Trial by fire for the initial Bastards Ball. Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, much nicer this time around.
Yeah. Food truck even broke down. It was so hot.
Yeah.
They couldn't cook or anything.
So the Icor, though, they've taken several barrels and married them together, but they did a wonderful job with it. It's really melded nicely together.
Yeah.
Just nice richness, sweetness, and
the 5-year feel.
Yeah, I mean, it does feel more aged than some of the standard Iron Root.
And all the ones that we tasted last night, and we were doing a comparison between this and that and that, to then come down to the final decision. Then we had this one, like, oh,
yes,
we just go with this one, but just make this one. I like this one out of all of them.
I like them sparky though.
Yeah. So actually, Iron Root took all the whiskey tubers that were here, and I think there's 16 channels.
Yep. Went to Salt Lick.
The Salt Lick Barbecue.
Yeah.
And they had 4 single barrels. Basically, Iron Root is sponsoring a YouTuber collaborator bottling.
Pick the bottle.
So we went through the 4 samples. Everybody marked them, which was their favorite and which was their second favorite. They tallied the results, and they took the 2 most picked ones, regave them to us blind again. You didn't know which was which, and everybody went through. And I think you had A and B, and the majority, if not all, picked A, which was the
good thing is all of them were really, 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 really good.
This is for Brower.
I liked all of them. I'm sure we all did. So it's a matter of personal preference and what you felt like having at that moment. It wasn't like any of them necessarily bad or anything, but it was interesting to see how much diversity there was in terms of opinions and views and people who thought what was best. So I liked them all. They're all fantastic. And so whatever one got chosen, you're gonna be happy.
Oh yeah,
they're gonna be happy. Fantastic stuff.
Yeah, I agree.
But I wish it'd been Icor because I like that one even more. That one.
Luna's talking about a big dinner last night. Huge.
Yeah.
Huge dinner.
Ours.
Yeah.
Luna's was as well.
She's talking about us at James Brower. James wanted to know why I wasn't snacking on some kind of crunchy chip.
Oh yeah.
So I first achieved that, and then Luna's letting him know that I heard him. Graham, Crunchy Bart stream, boom.
I just saw Vin No Nonsense Whiskey. I forgot he was here. And we didn't mention Aqua Vitae earlier either. I think most people knew he was here.
The Sweet Tea 1985. There he is. That was a cool experience, y'all.
One interesting thing, and I think this comment's come up a lot, is we interact with each other on either live streams and so forth, and we know each other that venue, whatever. And then the first time you meet, it doesn't seem that much different.
No.
You already sort of know each other. It's just not for the first time you meet each other.
Yeah.
It's just a really, really cool connection there.
It is. Yeah.
It's weird when you're hearing that voice, like in the back seat or right, you're right here beside me.
What are you doing? Goodness, you got a 57 Chevy.
If you're in the front seat driving,
nice,
and the person is in the back seat,
much better
and
explanation.
The person is coming. I think that's what most people thought I meant.
Not at all. Not at all.
Well, with you guys, most people in the back seat are wearing handcuffs.
Right. Exactly. Hemp Hill. Hello. I hope you all be able to produce videos soon. Know you've been busy.
Yeah, that's Hoyt.
I've noticed I've been looking because
Jason Whiskey Wise.
Everybody started congregating over to the other courtyard,
right.
I think, for
there
the opening
ceremony or something.
Okay.
Yeah. Which we missed last year. Do we want to go to that?
I think we're good.
We have slight sprinkles coming in.
Yeah. I mean, they had the funniest thing last time was when Rex came running down with like the ostrich outfit or whatever, the monkeys or something. Yeah, and
it was an ostrich.
Yeah, he had this thing he put on that made it look like he was riding an ostrich.
Oh yeah, the legs were flailing.
It was hilarious. Yeah,
that was before he got his hair cut off.
Right, and then he got his hair cut. I was like, how did they?
So it is 2:00. So they're doing open ceremonies, and they're doing it at 2:00. Or you think at 2:15?
I think they're doing it. Well, they're probably lining up now.
Yeah.
Then they'll come running in.
Minnow Whiskey Wise Guy. Have not seen you tune in before. The Plumage, he says. Graham Young, Gregor, Charles Ashworth, Johnny Drum, Donald Rance, Jason Whiskey Wise.
Well, do you want to wrap it? I'll get this bottle back to Iron Root. We can go see the opening.
Yeah, I think we can wrap it, and then we'll probably do another one at some point. I know later we'll be on Eric's channel live, and we're set up here. So
I think, given the occasion, rather than saying Slanted Dummies, we should say Slanted Bastards.
Slanted.
That's
bastards.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. So scotch it, you Scotch gods.
Solancha.
Bastards. Good call.
We'll be back. At some
Boom.
point.
Yeah.